Hello. I wanted to give you a little extra guidance in creating your central idea statements for your speeches. This is a video tutorial that will pretty much apply to all of the speeches that we do this semester. So the idea behind the topic, purpose, central idea statements is one, to let me see what you're planning for each speech and make sure it's appropriate, but also to help guide your development of your speech outline. One of the fears or anxieties that students often have in a speech class is that they're worried about writing an entire speech that could range anywhere from 2 minutes to 4 minutes to 10 minutes. And the place to start with that, with a speech of any length, is making sure you have a really sharp focus. Remember, as part of the communication cycle that we review the first week of class, the process is a speaker sending a message to a listener. And you want that to happen as efficiently as possible. One of the ways that you can ensure that is happening is that you first know what you're talking about. So let's say that I'm going to give a speech on how to do this assignment. My topic for that speech is going to be just a few words. So my topic would be, let's see, we could say topic, purpose, and central idea statements. And my general purpose for this speech is going to be to inform. Now for our class, you'll always have one of two general purpose statements, either to inform or to persuade. The only time that we really get into persuasion is with our persuasive speeches. So as a default, you can always type to inform. You then want to let us know what your specific purpose is. And my specific purpose for this speech is going to be to show students how to write topic, purpose, and central idea statements. We'll throw on effectively as opposed to writing them ineffectively. Now, most students find that these first three steps of these submissions are pretty straightforward. The one that often gives people trouble is the central idea statement. So a central idea statement, first, is one sentence. Can't emphasize that enough. It's always going to be one sentence. And the way that I recommend you think of this is if you only had one sentence for your entire speech, what would you say? Now, some of you may be familiar with central idea statements from writing, and central idea statements are used universally in writing to make sure that you're on target with the goal you want to accomplish in communicating with your audience. You may know a central idea statement as a thesis statement, one sentence that clearly lets the reader know early in your writing what your goal is. I like to suggest you think about it as the essence of the speech. So one sentence for this assignment and for my speech of teaching you about this would be, by writing an effective and meaningful topic, purpose, and central idea statement, students can develop a good speech that accomplishes the assignment requirements. Now, notice the difference between my specific purpose and my central idea statements. My specific purpose statement is in many ways a preview of the main points of my speech. And indeed, if I were to begin outlining the speech from this, and remember, these statements will be included at the top of all of your outlines. Give it a catchy title, Getting to the Point. What you see in the specific purpose statement will actually very much mirror what you have as your main points in your outline. So for this, I would want to then have a topic statement, general and specific purpose statements, and a central idea statement. Now, again, remember I'm being very meta here and using this topic as a way to develop the speech. Each of these main points would then be developed into a complete sentence. The topic statement is important because it keeps you focused on what your speech is about. And then I would go on to create subpoints to support that. Remember, always if you have a subpoint at one level, you need to have at least one accompanying point. So all A's should have B's, all 1 should have 2. You could actually go out to 50 or all the way to Z as long as you have 2. I'd then continue this process for the general and specific purpose statements and for the central idea statement. Now, if you were quoting an outside source for this, you'd of course want to include some sort of parenthetical citation to your bibliography if that's pertinent to the assignment that you have. All right, so that is how to write an effective topic, purpose, and central idea statement. I encourage you to read your text as well. It has a lot of really helpful information on this. There are also examples available at the end of the modules. And as always, if you need more help, please let me know.